What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Lucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Smackdown review, Smack Talk thing, where I just talk about SmackDown. I give my good takes on SmackDown, I give my bad takes, I pretty much talk about the divisions, all the good stuff. It's pretty much what I do, and I just ramble along sometimes. That's just how I am right now. Before I get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all the good stuff in the book, and we're just gonna get straight into it. The overall of SmackDown, I enjoyed it a good amount. I thought it was pretty decent. Uh, the storytelling of SmackDown was pretty much probably the best stuff that's going on. Like the wrestling is there. The wrestling is cool, but the storytelling that's been going on for SmackDown and Raw actually as well has been it's been up there. So, as I like to do, I like to talk about what I didn't like about the show. Stuff that really, the lower stuff that's been there. And for this week, the lowest stuff was this whole Buddy Murphy, Mysterio, Corbin thing. That whole thing. So, long story short, Otis was supposed to have a match against Corbin up after the segment with Jay Uso and all that stuff, which I'll get to later. Um, but it didn't happen. Why it didn't happen? Again, I'll let you know that later. But it didn't happen. So the Mysterios, they were talking in the interview with Kayla. I think it was Kayla. Yeah, I think it was Kayla or Charlie. It was Kayla or Charlie. It was one of those. I think it was Charlie. And pretty much she was just asking him how it felt to get Seth out of his life, all this other good stuff in the book. And they were just talking about Rey Mysterio was talking about him being grateful for his son, being grateful for Leah Mysterio, being a woman of her own choice or whatever like that, and grateful for Murphy for um, finally realizing that Seth Rollins is a jerk, and doesn't need him in his doesn't need him in bad influence or all the good stuff. And then Corbin comes in and he pretty much runs down the Mysterio family. He bigs up Rey Mysterio, says Rey Mysterio is great and all that other stuff, but then says that on the other hand that you raised a horrible son, the son can't wrestle, he's trash, all this other stuff, and somehow that led to a match with Corbin and Murphy, which was trash. Corbin kept getting the upper hand, but for whatever reason, the Mysterios kept getting involved for no type of reason. They kept interfering. They kept going in and getting in the match. They kept climbing on the climbing on things. Like was getting in the match. I was like, what? Like Mysterio, you're supposed to be baby faces. Why are you in here going in the ring, messing up a match and stuff like that? I didn't understand it. It didn't make sense. The booking was terrible. Murphy kept getting beat up, even though he beat Seth Rollins clean in a great match. This match, it was like Murphy forgot to wrestle. I don't know what was going on. So that was a whole mess. And then Murphy ends up winning with a knee to the face. And then of course Corbin was really mad, which he should have been. He was like, all fake. You all yellow belly. You all cowards. And you know what, Murphy? I want my rematch next week, and you know this time I'm going to be prepared. So I heard Sean Ross Sapp say that maybe the Forgotten Sons could make a thing, which for me that would be fantastic. I actually the Forgotten Sons that is not Jackson Riker, that would be fantastic. Yeah, whoever Aleister Black, who has beef with what's his face, who has beef with uh Buddy Murphy. Yeah, that's his name. So I don't know, but also I didn't like the fact that it was saying that Michael Cole on commentary said that Buddy Murphy, because you already know I got my handy dandy notebook and stuff like that. He said that Buddy Murphy was defending Mysterio's family honor, And like my mind is like, why is Buddy Murphy defending the Mysterio family honor when you literally have two Mysterios right there who wrestle, who should defend the Mysterio honor, not someone who is not defending, not a Mysterio. That doesn't make sense to me. That's like saying like we're bloods out here, right? And my my little sister blood is dating a a freaking I don't know a Latin king guy, you know, Latin kings and the Bloods, they don't get they they do their thing, but he's cool, like he's cool with the Bloods because with the door, when he's with the sisters, with the baby sister, it's all good. But then the Crip gangs come out here and they're like, "Yo, we got beef with you," and then they're like, "Yo, Latin King, handle my light work." Like that doesn't make sense. Like why is he handling, like he ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not his business. Why he gotta handle your work like that's literally what Murphy was doing. He was talking about the Mysterios and Murphy they was like, yo, Murphy, handle our light work. I was like, wait, what? I ain't got nothing to do with that. And it makes sense. No sense at all. I didn't like it. Horrible. Worst part of the show. Everything else honestly I thought was pretty dope. Um well, I also didn't like the Carmella thing with Sasha Banks. That didn't even make sense. All this time that Carmella was beating up Sasha Banks. Excuse me, I was sleepy. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Every week, Carmella was beating Sasha Banks up like from behind. Why didn't like she just do her promo and then Sasha Banks just attack her from behind? She had to do the whole "Ooh, it's boss time" and then beat her up. No, you should have just like she should have looked. She should have like did the hand thing, looked and said nobody got her drink. She turns around, boom, boot to face, Sasha Banks, and then grounds and pounds her. But she made her whole spiel about it's her division. She does what it wants. Her and Bailey's done playing soldier and whatever, best friends, whatever. She should have did that whole spiel, and then she should have ran for her cup for a cup. She was like, "Yo, my cup. I need my cup. Give it to me." And it's not there. It's not in the frame. She's like, "Cup," and then she looked and beat her up. That'd have been great, but it didn't happen. But anyways, another time for another story. I like the Bianca versus Natty match. That was a decent match. The ending, got a little convoluted, but Bianca got her win. Bailey was on commentary. She was fantastic because Bailey's the greatest. Um, and then that's going to set up a match between Bailey and Bianca Belair, which, yes, please, that's what I like. I like Bianca and Bailey together. Yes, 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 yes. All of that. Um, Thank you, Taker. Did that again. That was a whole thing. Um, uh, Tag team scene is two tag teams, and that's the Street Profits and Rudolph. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. This is going to be a match that's going to be at TLC. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler won because there's nobody else in the tag team division right now. There's never anybody in the tag team division. Yeah, I mean the match was good. I mean there's Rudolph and there's Street Profits. They have great chemistry. Uh, Unfortunately, they just don't have tag teams. I wish they would have just did a thing where they did like a tournament or they did something where they like there was a reason why they were having this match besides there's only the two tag team. Like they did something backstage and Street Profits were probably celebrating their victory or something, and then Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler interrupted interrupted them or something like that. Uh, Maybe they was doing one of those promos about uh, what's happening in 2 weeks at TLC, or they were saying something that whatever happened to Otis and something like that, and then they came. I don't know, but just having matches and they do it all the time. But it is what it is. The match was good. They're gonna have a match at TLC and they're gonna lose. and then they're gonna maybe ask for a rematch. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna lose again, and then whatever tag team they find, they're gonna end up with that again. But need to stop breaking up your tag teams, or just put your tag teams as one between Raw and SmackDown, which wouldn't make a difference because you're supposed to do that with the women's tag team division. And you don't do that either. So I don't know. But the match was good. They just need their tag team division is just really bad. Um, what's really good is I guess I can talk about this because this is a whole thing. Just make sure I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Get the woman side quarter dissolve Brian Ray. Oof. Yeah, that was the thing. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. So pretty much, the story of the stories was Jay Uso, star of WWE, featuring Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens and everybody else who was there. So of course, the whole thing with the Roman at the head of the table, the the story is just fantastic, as it's been. Jey Uso comes out. He introduces Roman Reigns. Very long, convoluted thing. He's like hyping Roman up, and then Roman, for the first time ever, just cuts him off. Um, and Roman just says, "Run the footage." So he runs it, and it's just pretty much what Roman told Jay to do about leaving with his brother, and then he came back and uh, helped him beat Drew McIntyre. Pretty much was like, yo, did I tell you, me, Roman, head of table, big guy, the head of the table, me, yeah, me. Didn't I tell you to leave with your brother? Did I ask you to come out? I didn't ask you to come out, right? No? Yeah, so, but you did anyway, right? So you disrespect me, huh? You know why my team lost? He said, you know why my team lost? I was like, you mean your team? You wasn't even on the team. He said, my team lost because you don't nobody respect you. They're like, don't respect you, don't respect me. That means they don't respect their family. That means none of them fear me. He's like, and he was pretty much talking. He was like they think that you what? You think that I'm a bitch? You think I'm one of those bitches that got the hand me downs and sit at the catering, gets the leftovers at Thanksgiving dinner. It's like, oh, you think I'm the bitch now? Oh, I'm a bitch. Oh, you think I'm a bitch? The family thinks I'm a bitch. You think I'm a bitch? Does your kids think you're a bitch? Like he was just throwing the bitch word out there. Like it was yesterday's newspaper. Like bitch was a regular word. He was out here, and he got mad. So he was just mad at him. It was like, get your act together, or you're no longer part of the family that eats with me. You're gonna be in the streets with yourself. Yeah, and then he leaves, and then Jay is all sad and grumpy and stuff like that. And then this was what was supposed to be Otis and Corbin. Otis comes out, ooh, yeah, hard working man, yeah. And Otis looks at Jay. Jay looks at him for a little bit. Then he goes to the back. He's about to. Otis is heading down. Jey Uso grabs a chair, boom, beats Otis with the chair, just beats him with the chair. KO beats his ass with that chair. Uh, that was great stuff. That was great opening. That whole part of it was great. And then Daniel Bryan, he had his match with Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan said that Sami Zayn is not, because they did like a video package. It was pretty much saying Sami Zayn is not the champion that he wants. He wants to be a champion who defends every week and blah blah blah. And it was like, when I beat Sammy, I'm going to be one step closer to making an Intercontinental Championship like it used to be. Sami Zayn rebuttal said, "Bro, you had a chance and at WrestleMania, and I beat you, clean as a whistle." Wasn't clean as a whistle. But he said, "I beat you, so after I beat you again, no more chances." So they had match, fantastic match. By the way, they were hitting each other with all the good stuff. Brian drop kicked his face off. Sami Zayn hit a brain buster on the apron. Oh, it was all knees to the face, kicks. Oh, so great. I loved all of it. Uh, Towards the end though, Sami Zayn He was trying to run away from Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan went to chase after him. The referee lady, love her to death, Miss Jessica ref lady. She was counting. She was at like 7. Sami Zayn runs down the ring. When she goes to 9, he just makes it. I don't think she counted 10, but it's okay. It was insinuated that he got counted out. So Sami wins by count out. Everybody's like, "What in the world is going on? What happened?" Cut to the back. Jey Uso is beating Daniel Bryan's ass, just laying punches in, elbows, and all that stuff. Officials try to get him, and then Kevin Owens is tossing him. He was like, "Hey, relax, man, chill out." He asked him if he's okay. Jey Uso pushes Kevin Owens, starts beating him up again. Kevin Owens picks him up and just tosses him. He's like, "Yo, yo, relax, or I have to snuff you. You better relax." I feel more gangster. I got like a bandana around my neck. I'm feeling gangster out here. But yeah, Jericho was like, "All right, Oos, you know where to find me." And then Kevin Owens was like, "Where? Well, you make sure he's all right. Me going to where he is." So Roman and Jay are talking more about Jey Uso murdering everybody. And then Kevin Owens comes up. He was like, "Look, this family garbage that you guys got going on needs to relax because you're ruining SmackDown. You talk about you're supposed to be the head of the table. You're supposed to be you love your family. You're out here doing this stuff to Jey Uso. You're not. You're trash. You're garbage. I don't fear you. I'm out." And then he leaves. And then Roman looks at him. He's like, "You see? He doesn't. You see what he did to me? You see the look in his eyes he did to me?" He said, "He doesn't fear me. Make him fear me." And Jey Uso was like, "Cool." And then Paul Heyman talks to my boy Scrap Iron, who's feeling way better than he was before from Monday because the headbutt he ate that. He wanted to suspend him, but he didn't. It was all good. Um, and then they have match for main event, but until then, Sami Zayn runs into Biggie and Apollo Cruz, who Biggie was playing. I guess they were playing like paper basketball, whatever. Uh, Apollo goes for the fake shot. He said, "Get that out of here! Get that foolishness out of here!" I just threw my hat. I don't wear hats no more because I'm a big boy. And Sammy was like, "Hey, do you mind interview? You guys can like kind of leave. I'm the best. I just, sometimes it tells people we beat them in like 10 seconds. I beat Daniel Bryan. It took 10 seconds. That's how great I am." Yeah, Apollo. Yeah, yeah. You know about 10 seconds because I beat you in 10 seconds as well. That's the same new thing as beating people in 10 seconds. Hilarious, by the way. And Apollo's about to get aggressive. Biggie was like, "Yeah, relax. All right. You cool off, cool off." Biggie was talking to him about like, yeah, you think you're the best, but you're like one of those house of cards that you build up, and you just one flick or one blow, pause, and he goes, and your whole foundation. He's pretty much talking about the foundation of his card of his ruling as Intercontinental Champion crumbles down, and I think Big E is insinuating that he wants to be Intercontinental Champion. Sami Zayn is like, "Look, Biggie, like I thought of you of all people was somebody I was supposed to be respect. Like everybody else is Neanderthals, but you're supposed to be my friend. I'm supposed to respect you. You're supposed to respect me." He was like, "Look, it ain't my fault that you was Intercontinental Champion years. We're talking like years ago, and your reign was what unforgettable, forgettable. Like your title reign was forgettable. It's like that don't mean you have to bring that down upon me of my illustrious, my legendary reign." And Biggie was like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah. My bad. Let's shake hands." So he shakes his hands, he grips it, he tries to let it go, but he's like crushing his hand. He's like, "Hey, so let's see how long that 10 seconds really is." And he counts to the 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5. Oh, five. You know my favorite number is 5, right? You know 5 count? Yeah. 6, and he counts all the way to 10. And he was like, his old hand. He was like, "Oh man, you're right. 10 is a very long time. He walks away. Kayla comes. He was like, hey, do you still want that interview? He's like, no, I don't want no interview and stuff like that. He goes, so Biggie versus Sami Zayn. Yes, 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 yes. Biggie Intercontinental Champion. Yes, 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 yes. And then he wins the Royal Rumble. Yeah, and then you get Biggie versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and then Biggie wins both titles. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's what you do. I figured it out. Biggie. That's the thing. Anyways, but I'm glad that Biggie's going to get a second reign as Intercontinental Champion. Build him up. When that crowd comes, him versus Randy Orton, him versus Roman Reigns is going to be fire. But speaking of fire, after that segment, main event, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, they have really good chemistry. They're more of the brawler style fighters, which is really good. There's a lot of super kicks going on. Jey Uso's working on Kevin Owens like left arms, working on that. Um, every little you can really tell like during this match that Jey Uso is like really he's really like angry, but he's like really conflicted and is like he's still he's still not fully I'm behind Roman Reigns. It's like he still cares about the people on the roster, like he still cares about like his SmackDown family and stuff like that. But it's like at the in the back of his mind is like, but I gotta do what cousin says because family over everything, and he's trying to juggle everything together. And I think when he finally gets that, forget everybody else, just me and family. I think he'll be, that's when the story kicks up. Probably it'll probably happen when Jimmy Uso comes back or whatever like that. But the conflict that he has, that he gets over aggressive and his brain, like Roman Reigns yelling inside his head every time he slips up. Kevin Owens he capitalizes on it and stuff like that. Um, Kevin Owens hit a nice like power driver type knee thing that I don't know what to call it, but that was fire. Um, but in the end, though, Kevin Owens tries to hit a pop up power bomb. Arm hurts because he's been working it over. Jay super kicks him straight in the face, and then he goes out the ring. Steel chair, boom, disqualified. Kevin Owens wins disqualification. Jey Uso doesn't care about anything. He just beats Kevin Owens with steel chair, and then you can keep going back to Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. They're looking when Jey Uso was doing good. Uh, Paul Heyman was smiling. Roman Reigns was just there staring there. And of course, every time Kevin Owens got the upper hand, um, Paul Heyman was looking very worried, and Roman Reigns was not looking the happiest happy of people. But then when he starts beating him with the chair, then Roman, like Paul had a big smile on his face, and then Roman, you can see a little bit, just a little small. He was like, "Hmm, hmm," like that, like this, just like this, like a little subtle type thing. And then he was about to, then Jay was about to took everything off the table and stuff like that. And then he like threw Kevin Owens around the announce table, and he was about to hit him, and then boom, beats him up. I think he hits him with a stutter, and then the face expression went from little small smirk to it was like one thing, just like that. That's what his face expression went to. And then Paul Heyman was like, oh. So it's gonna be interesting. What's gonna happen on Talking Smack when Paul Heyman's there and Kevin Owens is there? That's gonna be great. Just like the same thing for last week when Paul Heyman was there and Daniel Bryan was there. It was a little awkward. It was great. This is gonna be fantastic because Kevin Owens, everything he does is fantastic. But he was looking at the camera. He was like, "Yeah, you see this, Roman? Oh, this is your family, Roman." Boom, beats him with a chair. Boom, beats him with a chair. Boom, beats him with a Oh, this is supposed to be a family. Oh, you ain't come and protect your family. It's the head of your family, right? Yeah, beats him with a chair. Beats him with a chair. Yeah, throws him in the ring. Stunner. Like, yeah, what's up now? Come on, Roman. Where you at? And he gets a chair. Stands on the announce table. Like, come on, Roman. I'm here. He's like, where you at? I'm calling you out. Yeah, you think You think we scared of you? He's like, I fear no man. He looks in the camera, especially you. Beats with chair, beats with chair. And then he grabs like one of the announce chairs, sits at the head of the announce table. The head of the announce table. He was like, come on, Roman. He was like, I'm the head of this table. You know where to find me. And the face expression from Roman Reigns, he was like, how dare he? He was so mad. It was great. I loved it. Fantastic. This is the Kevin Owens that I love. This is my favorite Kevin Owens. The one, the intense Kevin Owens, the one that doesn't play the games Kevin Owens. Like, oh, this is the smoke you want, Kevin Owens? That's what I like to see. Um, so that was fantastic stuff. Roman Reigns is gonna murder Jey Uso. I've been saying this before. I said this at Hell in a Cell that he was gonna murder him at Hell in a Cell. I said he was gonna he is going to murder Jey Uso. Oh, he's gonna kill him. Oh my god, I feel so bad for Jey Uso. He's gonna kill him. Oh, he's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. He's going to die. Oh well, it's nice knowing Jey Uso. Rest in peace to Jey Uso. He's going to die next week. Um, him, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens at TLC is going to be great. I'm guessing that's going to be a thing at TLC, and then maybe Daniel Bryan might come back for Royal Rumble versus Daniel Bryan. That will probably figure out who they're going to have to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Fingers crossed is Big E. It probably won't be Big E. Maybe it's Drew McIntyre. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the two choices right now is Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan. Kevin Owens is going to face him at TLC, and Daniel Bryan is going to face him at the Royal Rumble, and maybe a triple threat match between the three at Fastlane. Fastlane, they're probably going to do an elimination chamber match that Roman is going to definitely win, and then maybe like the only three people I can think of is Big E, which is like the last of the last list. Goldberg, maybe, and then The Rock. Those are the three choices. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens at the Royal Rumble. But um, yeah, the storytelling of SmackDown was really really good. Those interloading storylines from the Jey Uso beating up Otis to the Intercontinental Title match where he beat up Daniel Bryan to Kevin Owens to get in there to the Kevin Owens Roman J thing to the main event like match, like that was all fantastic stuff. And with the Biggie stuff that got in there with the Intercontinental Champion stuff, that was all good. Dolph and Rude versus Street Profits. That was pretty decent stuff. The women's stuff setting you up for Bailey versus Natalia. Love it. And yeah, that was it. I didn't like the Murphy Rey Mysterio thing. That was just throw that out. Just throw that out and give Bianca Belair and Natalia more time to wrestle. Yeah, that's what I say. But that's what I think. I'll give SmackDown. I want to give it an A or an A minus, but that I'll give it a B plus because that one part of the end that Murphy Mysterio garbage was, oh my god, it was trash. But besides that, the show was good. I enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.